heading out, and I want to try and see if I can fix this thing, because it keeps going to private even though I have it put on live. And at the same time, then I can show you some of this place. Okay, so this is the visitor center where last time there was the buffalo, but our bison, or whatever you want to call them. I thought they were the same thing. I don't know if they are or not. Let's drive through and see if anybody can get on. At the same time, I can show you all of it. I bet you guys are kind of tired of trying to get on, but let's see what we can do. Okay, so this is the visitor center. It's just the rest area, but it has free range. So the bison slash buffalo, whatever you want to call them, come right up into here when they feel like it. And if somebody gets on, please let me know as soon as you get on that you did successfully get on and it didn't hit you private, because it shouldn't. Everything says public. Everything I set said public. We'll just keep this on for a few minutes and see. I even put up live chat, but I seem to be having trouble getting that to go through, and I'm not really sure why. So I see that there's one on here. If anybody can get on here and tell me that you're on here, I'd really appreciate it.
Turn right, then turn right,
and if it's
to merge
just
onto
telling you
I-94
private,
West.
I get it. I'm going to check it in a few minutes. But I wanted to show you some of this anyways. They're doing some work here, but this is called the Painted Canyon. And then it all of a sudden goes to all these, you know, we were going through all those wavy hills. Sorry about that. That's called the cattle grade, if you don't know.
Turn right, to merge onto I-94 West.
But this is a really popular canyon, and it's just like all of a sudden it's here. So if you're ever driving on 94, get off on this rest area and take a look around, because it's really kind of strange. Over to our right. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments. I'm afraid that you guys didn't get on again. And I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure I said it all right this time. I said it public.
For 282 miles, continue straight on.
Let's get this window up so I don't lose a kitty. Alright, so here's some more of the rolling hills. It goes through the lower part. If any of you could comment or say hey or something, I'd really appreciate it. I see people trying to come on. There we go. So are you on now? Gary, did you get on? I was having trouble because it kept, even though I started off and it said public, it kept going to live. I see. Gary, can you message one more time so I can see that you did get on? Because the last couple times I keep seeing somebody pop off and then pop back on. I am going to turn you way this way. Can you see that? We're going to do it by hand. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, that is so crazy over there. So crazy. And I got a truck next to me, so let's slow this down. Let me put this back. I didn't mean to pop you off. It's straight. Okay, let's get you back on the freeway. Yeah, I don't want you in my hand. I want you in the stand. But I want you to see how it just suddenly, you guys, and especially if you're not from this area here, this will be more even. Remember how we had that flat rolling hills? Well, the flat meadowy stuff where the grazing world was. Look at what we're suddenly in. Is this just like crazy? Can you see it? This is called the Painted Canyon. And it's not very colorful right now. But as soon as the sun starts to go down or the sun starts to go up, this place is crazy with color. And there are all kinds of colors. Sorry about the wind noise, it's getting hot. And I have the little kittens in here. But this is still Montana. And if you watch the one just before that, that was also Montana. See how things just change big time? What do you think? And it's all kinds of colors of reds and orange and pinks when the sun sets and comes back up. But I see you guys are on there, so I think I fixed my problem. Okay. And I got you back in the stand because you popped off. Oh! Don't worry, I was safe. I let that video get all screwy instead of being unsafe. Look at this. This is still, like I said, Montana. I hope you guys enjoy this because I know there's probably a lot of you who have no problem traveling around and seeing the different parts of the country, but there's also a lot of you who don't get around. You can't get out of the house. And when I go on my adventures, I want you to see this part of it too. Because this is getting out and seeing too. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's just so different than, 25 miles back. And it's even going to change more than that. We're going to get up into the Rocky Mountains, which is just amazing. Amazing structure and stuff. So I don't know how long I should let this run. I definitely don't think I should talk the whole way. I think you should be able to peacefully watch if you want to. If this is not your type of thing, or you get out all the time, then just ignore this video, okay? But there are people who are basically house-ridden, or very close to it, or they never actually leave their town. So they don't get to see this other part of it. And this part of the country is so gorgeous. It's just amazing to me. And I think this is why I really don't mind driving. That and the fact I don't mind sleeping in the car. I just took another nap with the kitties. And then I brought them out to play, and I met a whole bunch of people, because of course I have the little kitties with me, right? Do you hear them? Yeah, they're beating each other up. Well, they're playing. They're doing what kitties do. They're playing. The key in the litter box, so Jesse's going to break them of that habit real fast. You go potty in the litter box and you get back out. Wow, guys, very, very pretty country. I hope that it's coming through as pretty as I'm seeing it. And I hope that it's just not kicking you guys back off. Oh, there he is. Hi, Jose, how are you? If you guys have not checked out Tampa Bay Magnet Fishing's morning show, please do. You see up on the top, there's people riding horses. I didn't know if you caught that. If you didn't catch that, go back. It's what do I want to call it? Sorry, a tour. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people up on the very top ridge riding horses. So there are tour groups you can take down here. And I know they're tour groups because white hard hats. Real cowboys don't wear white hard hats. They probably should, but don't. Helmets. But when you're taking people on rented rides, trail rides and stuff, you need to have a hard hat or your insurance won't cover it. So down in here is all kinds of rivers we'll get to, and all kinds of water. And also the railroad runs around through here too. We haven't quite got to that part yet. Spoiler alert. Anyway, let people know if they want to come in and they want to see what some of Montana looks like. The first part we've already been through, the part that looks just like North Dakota. But this is where things change. Hi Gary, hi Rock Kids, hi Mary. Mary, do you hear the kitties? They're fighting in the litter box. Whoa, Jesse will teach them not to do that real quick. They're having fun. Isn't this pretty though? Look at the trees, how funny the trees are. Looks like a fire came through here, doesn't it? I don't know if a fire came through here or that's just the trees are. But to me it looks like there was a fire at some point in time. It wasn't last year's fire though. It could be just how cold the winter gets that it kind of burns the bark on the tree too. This is, the sign just said Medora. So if you want to look up on the map, that's what we're going by is Medora. I wish I had more time. I've already overstayed my time. It already looks like I'm not getting home until after midnight. But there's all kinds of places like to explore on here. Some are probably touristy, but there's we are entering national grassland is what this area is called in Montana. It's the national grasslands land. But I take you up to some of the old places, and when I start doing this all the time, full time, I'll magnet fish, and then we'll also go look at the old stuff around, and I'll show you that too. I'll show you the historic stuff and the old abandoned towns and all that kind of stuff. And I know I'm mainly magnet fishing right now, but I'll make sure everything's a different playlist. So, you know, if you don't want to watch something, it's very easy to just go to one playlist and not all of it. But there's more to these trips than just magnet fishing. There's all the in-betweens. And the in-betweens are important. I had a great time with everybody this weekend. I had that's a huge thing when you're vegan. I get what's called vegan doldrums, and I swear I eat tomato sandwiches with veganese and on Dave's Killer Bread and sliced tomatoes, and I eat those day after day after day because they're easy and they're fast, and life is so busy. And I get what's called the vegan doldrums. This weekend I had the most amazing vegan food, and people helped me out with that. And I got to say this, the best places when you're traveling to get vegan food is Mexican restaurants. The first night I was in Fond du Lac, the waitress, they were about 15-20 minutes away from closing, and the waitress went into the kitchen and told the guys not to put that in, but to put some more of that in, to not put that in, but put some more of that in. No, you're wrong. Just going too fast again. Sorry, guys. You get out there in nowhere land, and it's very hard to remember that. Or no, maybe I wasn't. It just felt like it. Okay, so now I think we're going to get out of the Painted Canyon, and I can't remember what comes next. I can't wait to take you guys through some of the Eastern Washington roads. Coming to you guys, coming to the middle of the country this time, there was severe high winds, like dangerous high winds, and that's why it took me so long too, is because Siri kept rerouting me. But they rerouted me through places in Western Washington, or Eastern Washington, that I can't remember being before. I may have been there, you know, when I was a kid or something like that. Look at that, look at the clouds coming up. Aren't those gorgeous? But I don't remember it. I definitely don't remember it as a driver. There's the Buffalo Gap Campground. So I wonder if that campground also has the buffalo that just walks around you. They are wild animals. They are free-range pasture animals. Oh, and if any of you guys from any other cities who don't get out much, we hit a lot of country that's free-range, which means, I was saying, a lot of country through is free-range. And if your cows are not like the cows at your local little, okay? They're free-range cows. They're wild animals. They will smash you. They will trample you. They're not to be petted or played with. And that's the same with those buffaloes. Look at those funny tula mounds over that way that are all white and funny looking. Where did those come from suddenly? Do you see those? I don't know where your angles are good enough. That's strange. Anyway, so as I'm driving through this area, there'll be periods where I lose connection, and I'll pop you back on as soon as I can again, okay? I figure that's what happens. Oh, listen. Mary, the kittens want to put in their 2 cents too. Okay, Mary, so what I want. What a gorgeous valley. And I think if you didn't hear me before because we weren't connected or something, we will keep disconnecting and reconnecting. We'll keep buffering. These are the areas that you just pray to God, car blows up and breaks down, that you will have cell service. And I have this to say too. Truck drivers are great people. Truck drivers are nice people. Okay, if your car breaks down, they know what areas don't have cell service, and they will send somebody to you. They will send you the state patrol. Don't worry about it. Just be ready. Anytime you're doing these drives, be ready to have to sit in the car. Okay, because there are periods of time where there's no cell reception. And then there's times, I mean, it's just like you're in between two hills and you just lose it. I wouldn't walk away from my car or anything like that if my car broke down. I just hang out in it, open up the hood. There's a wide side. I'd go sit outside in the grass. Especially if you have no cell service, they're gonna send somebody to you. They will, because they know all the areas. And truck drivers in general are really good guys. That's why I sleep only at the ones that are full of truck drivers. I hope you guys are still gone. You got a little dark on my side, but that's okay. I am actually really super glad that nobody is traveling with me. I love everybody, I really do, but I'm really happy that nobody's with me, because North Dakota had these specially handmade, these special gourmet, I want to call them gourmet because they're small process, is what I should call it, small process matched, olives, green olives stuffed with garlic. So you know what I've been eating, right? So I smell like garlic. My whole car smells like garlic and kitty. But the kitties have been really good. They've been going potty in the little makeshift litter box, so that's been good. See, there's people out walking the lines, fixing the fences, trying to keep the deer alive and trying to keep people alive from hitting the deer. I think it's the direction of the sun that makes you suddenly get darker. But when I was looking back at my stuff, look at this huge body of water right here. There's big signs to it, so I bet I can actually go to it. There's a trailer over on the other side. Camel Hump Lake is that way. Sentinel Butte. It's not Buddy, that's Butte. Oh, the kitties are in the back playing and stuff now. Beautiful. Somebody planted a line of bushes to try and keep the wind down. So I always want to go and drive over there, knock on their door and say, how many generations have lived here? And where did you come from? If it's not multi-generational. And it's over on the other side too. There's a, the circle of the farmhouse. And how did you come to live here, right here in this spot, in the middle of Montana? Somebody wrote something on the rock over there. None on the range. Home on the range, sorry. That said home on the range. The rocks are getting ran over by the grass. Another little pond over on my left. Oh, my car is saying, let's stop, throw the magnet. Let's see what history's there. Guys, I'm going to let this run for a while. Please go that. Home on the range. Oh, you guys. That was an airplane marker on the hill. It was a navigation for little planes. This city is called Home on the Range. And it has no services, by the way. But I think down here is services. That exit has no services. question is, Home on the Range, is that actually a name of a city, or is that the name of the farm? Here we're hitting more farmland. And then we're coming up to town slash city, whatever you want to call it. Pioneer Museum Beach. Huh. That would be interesting to go see what that is. But I don't have time this trip. Kitty, get out there. Come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, come back over here. Now look at how the landscape has changed. Look at all the farmland that's next to us. That's all been plowed. And plowed. I don't know if it's been planted yet, though. It seems like it should be planted pretty soon if it isn't already. Look at over here on to the left where the grass has been burned. The ground has been burned. Or is that under a shadow of a cloud? I don't know. Maybe that's just a shadow of a cloud. Oh, it is. It's just the shadow. I know that also burned fields, but I don't think that is. I think that was just it's just a shadow from the clouds. Pretty cool. Cool beans. Here we go. We're coming up onto a town. See it? Over on the left. I appreciate you guys being patient with this kind of stuff because it actually helps me stay awake. You guys can all say, hey, I helped Grandma Kelly stay awake on her last trip. I know I can't read anything that you say, but I see stuff coming up. Also, too, you guys, when I do drives and stuff, I love to put on live chats and listen. I think it's the best talk show in the world. You know what I mean? Much better than listening to like talk radio. And yeah, I always try, and every so often I reply. It's hand-free replying, so you never know what Siri is gonna say for you. So always remember that if something is very, very weird suddenly that I say, try and interpret it and know that Siri. I love Siri. She's my buddy. She's my friend, but she's not always good to me. Oh, there's a gas station. Woohoo! Not yet. I'll wait for the next one. There's deer out in the middle of that field. We just passed by it. There's a baby one with a mama over there. They're on the other side of the freeway fence. Do you see the fencing that runs along the freeway? That is actually more put up and maintained by the freeway guys, transit guys, and the farmer too. But it's up there to try and keep the deer on the other side, but that's very low fencing. They just jump right over that. Oh man, those clouds are just crazy. Isn't that beautiful, guys? There's a little aqueduct stream thing. Handle the overflow of the water. Yeah. Coming over? Are you ready for a nap again? They keep crawling in my shirt when they want to go to sleep. Ah, look go. Kids can't wait to see them. Yeah, hi baby. Oh, you can't go down that way. You can go back to the other side. Not go that way. That's the driving lane. Oh, by my feet in the car. This road, Highway 94, takes you, I think it's pretty much straight through Montana. I haven't seen it on a map, but it's the longest way, you know, diagonally would be the longest way. but it's through the longest way of Montana, and then somewhere along here we get thrown up into the Rocky Mountains, and through Idaho and stuff is mostly through the Rocky Mountains. That is going to be extraordinarily interesting if you've never been through the Rocky Mountains, or if you live in the Plain States and stuff like that. That's going to be very, very interesting to see. Now that just said welcome to Montana, but I'm telling you, we've been in Montana for a while. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we just got there. Maybe we were still in North Dakota. Oh, you know what? I think the painted canyon was North Dakota still, wasn't it? It's okay. We'll get home eventually. So we have Montana to get through, then we have Idaho to get through, and it's not the little skinny part. Usually it's the little bit wider part, but not the widest part. At least last time that's where they sent me. Maybe they'll send me up through the skinny part this time, depending on the weather. And then we have all of eastern Washington to get through, which I shouldn't say all of eastern Washington, like it's that far. It's maybe 6 hours. And then we go over the Cascade Mountains, and boom, we're home. Cascade Mountains, hit the valley, head up north, and we're home. Yeah, little kitty's going to sleep. Okay, I can't hold my hand like this all the time, little kitty. Let me tuck you in. Hold on, let me get you safe and tuck you in. Yeah. You tuck in and you go to sleep. I don't have to worry about you. There you go. You're tucked in. Go to sleep. Yeah. There's Mickey Kitty coming in to get tucked in and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Get tucked in. Leave her alone. Let her sleep. How gorgeous. I hope you guys are still being able to see well. Think how good I'm going to be next year at this time. I'll be better at making it all work, right? Yep, it's asleep already. Yeah, like there was a house over to the left. How do you become the person who lives in that house right there in the middle of fields? It just always interests me, the story that might be behind it. Oh, here comes a train. Over on the left, do you see a train coming? You can see the light. The light is the front of it. I'm going to shift a little bit. It's okay, guys. Don't worry about the shifting. There's a stream right there. Oh, quick. Let's go throw the magnet and see what's left from the old days. Whew, just climb the fence. It's okay. It'll be a while before the farmer even knows we're there. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. See the train tracks and see the train coming? Those are some, like, serious big trains. How long is that? Look at all that it's carrying. Is that coal that it's carrying? And how come it's not covered? Or is that just dirt? Oh, you know what? I bet it is coal because, there's all the mining still happening in Montana. There's a lot of coal mining happening in Montana. There's the end of it. All those are open, what I call it, top train. It all has this big piles of black stuff in it, and I bet that's all coal. Wait. Oh, she wants to sleep. Leave her alone. Be a nice sister. Go to bed. same time. Get all the old houses up there. I love the rust areas, by the way. It's really nice that there's bodies everywhere. And they're getting really good at it. Cleaning them up and stuff and taking care of them. The grouping of the little town all in the little valley all by itself. These roads all have the winter cover still on them. They're not fixed yet. Going 80, it's because the speed limit's 80, not because I'm a wild driver. I'm a nice driver. I'm a courtesy driver. Let those guys get over and then I'll get over. Decided that's how it should be painted. I mean, the house isn't always white and the outbuildings aren't always red, but a lot of the times the main house is white and all the outbuildings are red. Sometimes you'll see the main house green and all the outbuildings red. Lots of times. And I wonder who it is who started that, because it has really caught on. You guys start watching, there's another house that's white. And there the outbuildings are gray, but I don't think they were painted. I think that's painted wood. But you see a lot of that when you're driving. The house is white. The other buildings are either not painted or red or green. I don't know. Interesting thoughts. Big power station in the middle of nowhere. spot that they were doing road work here, that they actually completely took you off the freeway and took you through an exit. They'll actually have no connection for quite a while. But I'll try. Made it through that last pass. It's still here. Who's our car? Oh, I lost him. That's funny. Be polite, move over. There's hotels here and everything. I wonder what else is here. Yellowstone River. There we go. There's your river. Throw a magnet for a while. Hi Liz, how are you? We're going through Montana. I decided to let things run live because I bet there's a lot of people who've never been on West 94, and you don't get to see things that are the same or different, or see that the world is big and beautiful and how much it changes from place to place. Regina, Canada. Point of entry. Am I like way up north then? 94 must be way up north. Right? Since I don't actually ever look on anything on a map anymore. Siri sends me and blindly I go. And I've ended up in some really cool places, though time has been added to the drive. So you have a vacant lot, and you just let people move on their trailers and call it a trailer. Oh, we're still 80. I better speed up. Going too slow. Now I'm driving too slow. Got sidetracked with the stuff on the side. Oh, well, I'm glad you like this. I'm glad you find value in this. I wasn't sure if people would find this really stupid boring. And, but what I thought was, I'm sleepy, and I've been taking naps every 2 minutes, and I'm never going to get home that way. And I'm not really sleepy because I'm sleepy. I'm sleeping because the kitties don't talk back to me. And I didn't see any lives on, so I thought, I'd go live and somebody has to find this interesting. Because it's the most interesting part of driving that I find, is driving other places and seeing the different places, the different towns and cities. So, the person who just said they live in Massachusetts, I can't even remember, sorry, I couldn't quite see your name. I'm driving fast, so I'm not paying all that much attention to the chat. Sorry, I take quick glances at it now and then. This is Highway 94. We're in Montana. And if you look on a map, pull it up on the screen, you can see where we are. And I've been calling out cities because it does look very different. And also, too, you look at the, you can pull up any city and look at the tourist information. And there'll be pictures, tons of pictures there. But it's not the same as driving through it. It's just different when you're actually driving through it. The clouds are always amazing to me, too, over in this part of our world. Also amazes me how geography changes. Every so many hundreds of miles, the geography changes. coming up. It's an interesting little canyon there. Oh, there's the river. There's the river, guys. Fishing time. Fishing. Ooh, ooh. Magnet fishing. Ooh, don't stop. Yellowstone River again. We're crossing it again. That's a pretty cool river. Ooh, I haven't swum in that one today. Oh. No, I got my car has kittens and it's getting warm, so I can't leave them in the car. Fallon's in 1 mile. They have food but no gas. I guess what the sign says. Hopefully they're wrong about that and there's a gas station too. If not, we're off to the next one. Like I said, guys, I'm not that long this. A quarter tank. So don't everybody start getting worried. I'm responsible most of the time. Look at, there's a truck of tractors. Look at those brand new tractors. Well, I don't see any gas station signs. We'll just keep on. I keep an eye on. You know, I just would find that very, very interesting. Living in a town that you had to drive so far just to get gas, let alone groceries. I couldn't imagine it being like an hour drive to the nearest grocery store. That would call for me to get really, really organized in my life, I guess. Or just really learn to do without things. Learn to make do, right? When you're out this far, if your farm doesn't actually have a gas tank on it, one of the neighbors' farms does. Not that your neighbor is going to be happy to give you gas all the time, but if you mess up, I'm sure money can change hands. Waiting for someone, there it is, sitting right there on that train. No, I'm kidding. I don't know that. But it always makes me wonder when I see a train section stacked with cars, with the cargo freight things. What's inside them? I always wonder that. Montana. World's famous Cameron Gallery. Photography gallery. Those must just be... I'm really surprised that they were still in existence. Getting home. Poor plane on my part. So here's the lesson that I've learned this trip. Wherever you go, be more flexible on your time and more realistic about what you can do in that given time. Prairie County Museum. It's the Cameron Gallery is here. Look at this house here. Wow, that's an old one. I love the structures next to the freeway. I would love to have a whole picture thing of that. Way over, way out of almost view is that railroad bridge. I don't know if you can see all the way over to the right there and see the canyon sides. More of that same canyon stuff. We're under, it looks cloudy now or dark now because we're under the shade of one of the clouds. Showing up on my camera though, but that's really pretty. I bet when the sun goes down, that thing goes aflame with colors. I mean, it has kind of colors now, but with the sun setting or the sun rising, I bet that just turns into one beautiful big thing of color. Those mountains over there. Pretty house over there too. Very square. Official town of Evelyn Cameron. Somebody needs to look her up and see what she did and who she is. Is this Terry? Should we go in there? Okay, let's go see if they were telling the truth and there's gas this way. Or if it's farther down the highway and I messed up. But let's go take a look. Because filling up with gas would be a great idea. Okay, hold on to your horses, folks. We're going into Terry, Montana.
Merge onto I-94 West.
Siri's going to tell me how I'm messing up. Okay, so gas should be this way according to the sign. Yep, there it is. That sure is gas. There we go.
Turn left onto Bowen Street, then turn left onto Courtney Avenue.
Well, that's an interesting gas station. Look at that. Let's get some gas, guys. It's going to turn you off when we get to the gas station.
Turn left onto 10 Mile Road.
There's nowhere for me to go into to go potty or anything. Prairie Unique. Oh, kitty. Kitty, you're all stuck in the gears, honey. Come on. I know. You got to get out of the emergency brake, sweetheart. Now I got to get a cat out of my shirt. Get the car turned off. Okay, let's fill her up. Oops. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Enjoy the view. Need to open the gas tank first, right? That's the only way it works. Get out, kitty. Okay. Have to back it up to the other one because the one I went to just does diesel. Okay, let's back this puppy up. That was almost a big mistake. Read clearly, Kelly. This one says it does everything, so that would have been so bad, you guys. Yeah, I had to put diesel in my gas car. Yeah, that would have been not good. Yeah. Okay, here, let's try this one. This would be better. Let's put gas in the gas car, not diesel. I've never had a pump be all diesel like that before. Okay, let's try this. There we go. That'll work better. That'll work so much nicer. Actually, this off for you? Would you guys like to see where you're going clearer? Yeah, little kitty's getting in my seat. Oh, kitty, kitty, hi. Let's get going. Okay, you guys, so this is a gas station that actually has no one working at it. I've ran into these before. Like, there's nobody here at all. Everything has to be done by debit or credit. I'm sure if you live in this town, okay, and you only have cash, that someone could meet you down here. But there's no attendant or anything. Isn't that funny? That's different, isn't it? I've been to other ones like this before. Hi, Mary. I did enough sweating last night. My temp was, oh, are you sick, Mary? I am so sorry, sweetie. That's not good. Okay, let's get going, guys. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Mary. That's not good. I hope your husband and Joseph doesn't get sick too. Tell Joseph I said hi, okay? Tell him the kitties are doing
Turn
great.
left.
I hope you're okay. Yeah. Hi, Plugs for Days. How are you? Are you going to join me on my road trip? It's your guys' job to keep me awake. No pressure there, babe. I'm gonna take you through all the little towns. Let's get this door locked because it's so rattly. You're gonna hear some wind because I need to have the window cracked a bit. It's getting warm. 67 degrees. I could never make it in where some of you guys live. Colorado, when it gets really hot in the 90s and stuff. Ew. Okay, here we go. Florida, when it's, that's like a normal day. No. Okay, our gas tank is full, people.
For 175 miles, continue straight on.
Some changes after the next 175 miles. At some point, I should actually take my medicine today, too. I haven't done that. Hey, J. Paul's here, too, somewhere, right? Okay, so here we go. If anybody's new or popped on recently, I'm going westbound on Highway 94. If you want to look it up on the map, I think it's pretty close to the top of Montana. I could be wrong. I didn't look at the map, but there was a sign back there for Canada Customs. But that could just be the road going up, and it goes 200, 300 miles up too. I could be wrong. But I thought that was interesting because I've never looked on 94 on a map. I just go where blindly with faith, go where Siri sends me. See if I can get some cold air coming through here for keys. Because it's getting toasted. We just went through, that was Terry, Montana, you saw? Maybe that's just the outskirts, but that was the next city on the thing is Terry, Montana. We just went past that. Both the little kiddos just woke up. Oh, should have grabbed that water while I stopped, but I forgot. Well, if you guys will have noticed, something happens in the late fall and early spring and during the winter in my videos. You actually get to see videos that have gorgeous sunsets. Because as it gets towards the middle of summer, you don't see any more gorgeous sunsets because, it's sunsets too late. So I was noticing that when I was going through my videos recently. There's all kinds of pretty clouds in the sky and stuff like that, but none of those gorgeous sunsets. But that's because I'm doing it too early, or I should say that it's not getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. Oh, that's just hard. So you guys, soon the kayak will be coming out. Pretty sure it'll be mostly on my Saturday lives that I'll be out in the kayak. I don't know how excited you guys are about that or not. It'll be magnet fishing, and then I'll have my picker stick to get the garbage that I can see, and take my kayak into the weeds and stuff, and see what I can get out of there, out of the sides and stuff, because there's a lot of garbage. I was trying to think of, I have somewhere, I have a dive bag that would work good because then the water comes out of it, right? And you'll get a big plastic bag full of water. But then small things fall through. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do for doing that when I'm out in the kayak. But I'm feeling like it's getting plenty warm to go do that. I'm kind of really excited. Also, too, after swimming this weekend, it's time to get a mask and some fins and a snorkel. Okay, I don't know if you can see the angle, but there's a white house. It's an old prairie house on that side, on the left side. That's cool. I wonder if somebody still lives there. The roof looks really good, by the way. It looks like it has a great roof on it. Yeah, actually, that's a new roof. I don't think anybody lives there. if any of you have gone to gas stations that didn't have an attendant or even a building or anybody who can help you, where you just pull up and slide your card in and out and pump your own gas, and there's nobody to help you there because nobody works there. The gas station just runs 24/7 and you kind of just sort of help yourself. Also too, people, a lot of the small town gas stations nowadays all have their debit and credit running 24/7. So even though the gas station is technically closed and no one's there, you can usually slide your card and still pump your gas. I didn't know if you knew that. There was a car following me for a long ways at another trip that I was on before for Taekwondo. And it had been a long time since there'd been a gas station, and I pulled into this gas station that it was dark, and I kind of got nervous because it was a minivan and they pulled in after me. And I was like, what? And I started getting out to get the gas. It was obvious everything was closed, right? And I'm there with 3 kids. Of course, my kids are, like bigger, not big, but bigger, and they're Kilme children. They're Taekwondo fighters. So, I mean, Jessica's really cute, and she could walk over and kick you in the head and knock you out cold, and you wouldn't even be knowing that coming. But, she's trained not to do that. She's trained to only do that if it's self-defense. But, so this guy and his wife and his kids all pull up behind me in this minivan, and he says, do you know how to get gas from here? And he was heading over to a place called Mukilteo, which isn't far from me, and I'm in Lakewood, and I can't even remember where we were. We were on one of these, back roads, highways that we're on now. And I said, and it's one I've been on before. I said, usually the pumps are running 24/7 with your debit card. I said, do you have a debit card? And he's like, but I didn't know how many of you guys knew that. What was it, you guys? Come back to me, like I told you guys earlier, there'll be big section, any service or alternative port, and I'll keep working on trying to reach with you guys. You guys missed the big field of mustard. You lost connection. We just passed a big field of mustard. It's mustard greens. They have all the little yellow hops. They're so beautiful. That one's awful early, but it looked pretty. Very, very pretty. The yellow is so brilliant. That are along the highway, these taller ones, those do a much better job at keeping the cows off the freeway, the free-roaming cows and the deer off the freeway. It doesn't keep them all off, but it keeps a lot of them off. chest full of water stuff. It's nice to have. It sure saves a lot of money, because when you're picking up stuff at the gas station to drink all the time, it starts getting really, really expensive. I think a case of water from Costco cost me $3.99 or $4.99 or something just silly like that. So I haven't had to buy any water, and then I got a big thing of those healthy energy drinks. Well, that's an oxymoron, but all kinds of ways. But those Rain energy drinks. Just let me off and back on. Valley access. Yes, I trust this to let me back on. You gotta be careful, because every so often you get off the freeway, right? And you can't get back on. It drives you like 50 miles down that way before you get back on. But I find some of the most coolest things, because she just tells you about it. Let me go grab the water and stuff. Gotta drive the car, gotta take the keys, gotta shut the door, don't want to get the cats out. Oops, but I had to unlock the door so I get out first. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's that cat. Couldn't see one of the cats. It made me nervous. There she is, all tucked in. The other one's in the litter box. All right. Spend half a second taking some medicine. Oh, we should have really good reception. Look at the cell towers in front of me. Huh? Here, buddy, I need this for a minute. Yes, I do. Oh, somebody went potty in there. Good job. Yeah, let me clean that out. Yeah, that's a good kitty. That's a good kitty. What's Grandma Kelly doing now? Grandma Kelly's cleaning out the litter box. Yes, because I don't want kitties to get it on their feet and then try to get all over the car. Hey, nobody does videos like me. I tell you, they don't. But seriously, guys, if you get bored and you have something else to do, don't feel like, I don't want to hear anybody telling me, I'm sorry I missed your lives. Please, don't tell me that. That's okay. It's there as a video, and only if you want to watch it. But I just thought somebody might be very interested, especially if you live in another part of the state, or if you live in a town that you've never been out of your town. There are people like that, right? Who have never, ever been out of their town. Which I don't get. I go out of my town all the time. But then, I'm not worried about a lot of things. Or maybe it's just because things seem to work out. But I am getting hungry. And I don't think I should eat 2 more of the garlic olives. Woo! Phew, my skin is going to stink for 2 days. I actually like the smell of garlic, but there's people out there who don't like the smell of garlic, right? And if you eat a bunch of garlic, your skin starts to actually smell like garlic. I'm not joking. I'm not playing with you. That's the truth. But I really, really like garlic olives. Those are just so nummy. Okay. Medicine's down. I'm back in the car. All the kitties are sleeping. Let's say hi to people. Hi AJ, how you doing? Hi Muddy Mouse, how you doing? Hi Mary, how you doing? Hi Big Hug, how are you doing? I like that name, Big Hug. You knew I would too, didn't you? Okay, let's go. Let's start driving again. How many people are watching? Sorry. Stop it, Grandma Kelly. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I did. Hi, Jay Paul. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to just keep running this. Please feel free to go do something else if you want to. It'll help me stay awake. But also, you guys get to see a different part of the country. And remember, if it goes away, who's that? Who's that? Oh, that's Big Hug. And Mary again. Woo. If it goes away, guys, I'll keep rebuffering it. I should be losing contact often. Don't worry about it, okay? And if you got something better to do, please go do something better. I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to see a different part of the country. Because I want to share it with you because I love it. Okay. We're off this exit to nowhere. Do you guys see the big towers? Oops, you're going to pop off. Don't pop off. Why am I having cell reception problem? Look at that big tower. Is it a cell tower or is it something else? Straight. Let's get you good. Are you good now? You feel better? Okay, here we go. What is this, everybody? Listen. What is that? Who knows? Who knows? First time we went over that, my kids were like amazed. Here we go. We go over another one. Someone in chat, tell me what it is. Somebody knows. Come on, country people. What is that? It's a cow grate. Somebody say it? It's a cow grate. It's supposed to keep the livestock from getting on the freeway. They're supposed to not want to, cows aren't supposed to walk across it. Do you think cows are dumb? I don't know. Maybe they just don't do that. But apparently it's supposed to keep cows on the other side of the grate so they don't walk onto the freeway.
For 148 miles, continue straight on.
Woo! Here we go again. Look at that valley. Oh, wait, let me get you where you can see better. Is that better? Angle? Let's not pop you off again. Off we go. When it gets dark, we're going to be done, guys. Will I still be driving when it's dark? Yes, I think my estimated time of arrival is like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. I almost had to talk to my boss about missing a second day of work. And my boss, she doesn't like that because of money, man. Money has to happen, babes. Money has to happen or this mama can't make the walk around in her family's house. Look at that picture of the baby. And the buffalo and the rhinoceros and the, I missed that third one. It's a dinosaur of some sort. Stay on the road, Kelly. That's okay. A lot of road, no cars. Very few cars. You notice that too. Oops, we want this lockdown. Lock us in, baby. Lock us in. Oh, I hope we get up into the Rocky Mountains. You guys, that is such a cool area, and I hope we have reception at least for some of it. The Rocky Mountains are really pretty. They're even prettier than Cascade Mountains. So I have a couple mountain ranges to go through. I have little ones, all kinds of little ones, but the big ones is Rocky and Cascade. And then there's other ones too, but I don't remember all their names. I hope the picture doesn't get too blood gutty, or blood gutty, bug gutty. You guys, if they're out on the road. I guess it's a private drive. Ooh, there's a kid in a go-kart. How fun! I'll go get the mail, Mom. I'll take the go-kart down. Well, that's fun. Anyone just joining us, we're westbound on Highway 94, going through the great state of Montana. I know we're on the west side of Terry. I think we've gone through another town or two, but I can't remember. Yeah. Our gas tank is full and life is good. And at this moment, we have the internet. Watch now, please now. I should do is go in the store and grab a baguette and grab a thing of hummus. all the money they saved, and they went to see the quote-unquote real America, and they went to Las Vegas, Nevada, to see the real America. I was like, oh, dude, you have no idea the mistake you made. But they've been saving for years to get up to this. Said Las Vegas, Nevada is where we go to get away from the real. There's nothing real here that's America. And I started laughing so hard because they were like, what? I did think about that for a while. So there's nothing here that's the real America. Oh man, big mistake, guys. I was laughing at it so hard. My kids were laughing at it too. We're all in the elevator with the elevator. The real America, and it's Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh honey, so not the real America. This is the real America. What stays in Vegas, what goes to Vegas and stays in Vegas, right? Not reality, folks, not reality. Anything but reality. Can you imagine that, you guys? Saving up all your money for the real trip, to see the real anything. Saving for years to go to Europe and then go to their most touristy, non-country type place. I don't know where that would be in Europe if they have anything like Las Vegas or... somebody lives there. I declare this a time of no more naps. Straight home. My napping privileges have been revoked. Oh, there's an old cemetery. Oh, I want to go look. No, go home, girl, go home. I know. Oh, so hard, guys. Did you see the old cemetery? Oh, it's calling me to go look. You know that channel, the Bud Pilots, they look at cemeteries. Who else does? I think Nightheart does too sometimes. Is that right? There was an old one. over and she goes back to sleep.